Research from the National Institute of Health shows that erectile dysfunction affects roughly 10% of healthy men, with numbers rising dramatically among those with diabetes, heart disease, or high blood pressure. You might recognize the gradual decline in energy, the stiffness settling into your body, or that uncomfortable numbness in your core and lower back. Today I'm sharing an incredibly effective technique requiring just 5 minutes daily using nothing but your hands. This video will walk you through a scientifically backed self-massage approach that enhances circulation, releases deep tension, and helps restore your natural vitality, often producing noticeable results within days. I'll also share one simple action you can implement tonight that could transform how you feel when you wake up tomorrow. 1. Understanding male vitality massage and its unique effectiveness.
What makes male vitality massage so different? And why does it succeed where other methods have disappointed you? The massage approach I'm describing goes far beyond what you might expect. This isn't focused on temporary pleasure or quick fixes. Male vitality massage fundamentally works by enhancing blood circulation, releasing pelvic floor tension, and reactivating neural pathways that may have been inactive for years. This method isn't about becoming a different person entirely. It's about reconnecting 4 essential components of masculine wellness that function as a unified system: your mind, your breathing, your cardiovascular health, and your pelvic region. Your pelvic area, encompassing the penis, perineum, and lower abdomen, houses a remarkably complex and responsive network of nerve pathways. The most critical of these is the pudendal nerve, which acts as the primary communication channel for sensation and function throughout this region. Like any biological pathway, when the pudendal nerve experiences neglect, becomes blocked by chronic tension, or remains underutilized due to stress or aging, the signals it transmits gradually weaken. This doesn't indicate permanent damage or irreversible decline. It simply means the nerve is ready for appropriate stimulation to reactivate. A controlled research study comparing pelvic floor exercises with standard lifestyle modifications demonstrated that men who consistently trained their pelvic floor muscles achieved substantial improvements in erectile function. Following 3 months of practice, participants scored 6.74 points higher on the International Index of Erectile Function, with 40% completely restoring normal erectile capability. The research confirmed that pelvic floor exercises combined with biofeedback represent an effective treatment approach. This scientific foundation supports the massage methods you're about to discover.
Take Marcus from San Diego, a 64-year-old retired engineer who hadn't experienced morning erections in over 2 years. After just 2 weeks of consistent practice, he reported waking up naturally aroused 3 mornings in a row, something he thought was gone forever. The elegance of this method lies in supporting your body's inherent healing capacity rather than fighting against it. You don't need to master these techniques immediately. You simply need consistency and patience as your body rediscovers its natural capabilities. Now let me guide you through 3 specific, research-supported massage techniques. 2. The 3 essential techniques.
The first method is the circular glide, one of the most straightforward yet powerful approaches for reestablishing healthy circulation and nerve responsiveness. Using your thumb and forefinger, create a gentle, comfortable circle at the base of the penis. The crucial element here is gentleness. You're not applying pressure or creating restrictions. You're establishing a soft guide for movement. Rushing completely undermines the effectiveness. Use a natural lubricant like coconut oil or sweet almond oil to ensure smooth, comfortable motion. Throughout this movement, concentrate on deep breathing and remaining fully present with whatever sensations arise. This practice reintroduces healthy blood flow to tissue that may have received inadequate circulation for months or even years. You're awakening nerve endings that have been dormant. You're rebuilding the vital connection between your conscious awareness and this essential part of your physical self. The second technique targets an area most men completely overlook, despite its fundamental importance to overall masculine vitality. It's the perineal activation, focusing on the perineum, that sensitive tissue area between the scrotum and anus. This region is extraordinarily rich with nerve endings and sits directly underneath both the prostate gland and pelvic floor muscles. These structures serve essential functions in sexual health, urinary control, and overall pelvic stability. Using 2 fingers, apply gentle circular movements or soft pulsing pressure to the perineal region. Keep your eyes closed during this practice. Breathe deeply into the sensation and remain completely present with whatever you experience. This straightforward practice can create profound effects throughout your entire pelvic area. It soothes the nervous system, releases deep muscular tension that may have accumulated over years, and provides gentle stimulation supporting healthy prostate function. Many men discover that regular perineal massage improves everything from sleep quality to urinary flow to enhanced sexual responsiveness. Robert from Houston, a 67-year-old former construction supervisor, struggled with frequent nighttime urination that disrupted his sleep for 3 years. Within 6 weeks of incorporating perineal massage into his routine, he was sleeping through the night consistently for the first time since his early 60s. The third technique combines breathing exercises with physical touch in a way that addresses both nervous system function and muscular response simultaneously. I call it the synchronized stroke, and it trains your nervous system as much as it provides physical stimulation. Place one hand flat against your lower abdomen or groin region. As you inhale slowly and completely, gently stroke upward with your hand. As you exhale fully, stroke downward. The secret is perfectly matching your hand movement rhythm with your breathing pattern. This type of coordinated touch and breathwork teaches your body to respond with calm awareness rather than anxiety or tension. It actively reduces cortisol levels, your primary stress hormone. It increases nitric oxide production, essential for healthy blood vessel function. It helps your brain relearn pathways of control, relaxation, and natural arousal response. The synchronized stroke technique proves particularly effective because it addresses one fundamental cause of masculine vitality decline, the disconnection between mind and body that develops through years of stress, distraction, and emotional withdrawal. By consciously linking your breath, your touch, and your attention, you're reconstructing that essential mind-body connection necessary for optimal function. These 3 techniques may appear simple, and they are, but their simplicity represents their true strength. They work because they address the core mechanisms governing masculine vitality, healthy circulation, relaxed muscle tone, active nerve pathways, and integrated mind-body awareness. 3. What you can expect within 7 days. One of the most frequent questions I hear from men is exactly what you're likely wondering right now. How quickly will I actually notice a difference? When you've spent months or perhaps years feeling disconnected from your own body, maybe even discouraged by the changes you've experienced, it's completely natural to question whether genuine change is possible, much less achievable within just days. I can assure you with absolute certainty that your body possesses far more responsiveness and resilience than you might currently believe. The benefits from consistent male vitality massage don't require months to manifest. They don't even require weeks. Frequently, significant changes begin within days when the practice is performed properly and consistently. Let me describe in detail what typically occurs during that critical first week when a man begins practicing these massage techniques consistently, investing just 5 to 10 minutes each evening in this focused, intentional self-care routine. During day 1 or 2, most men experience a subtle yet unmistakable shift in their body awareness. It's not always dramatic or intense. It might appear as a sensation they haven't felt in months or years, like gentle warmth flowing through the groin area, subtle tingling in the lower abdomen, or simply the profound recognition that their hands are connecting with a part of their body they've been unconsciously avoiding or neglecting. By day 3 or 4, circulation improvements become apparent. Blood vessels that have remained dormant or severely constricted by years of accumulated tension, stress, and neglect begin to open and function more efficiently. The enhanced blood flow delivers fresh oxygen and nutrients to tissues that may have been functioning in a state of chronic deprivation. Some men notice deeper sleep and more refreshed mornings. Others feel considerably more relaxed and centered throughout their daily activities. One gentleman told me he found himself whistling while preparing his morning coffee and realized he hadn't done that spontaneously in over 4 years. These small moments of natural vitality and joy begin returning without fanfare, quietly but powerfully indicating that something fundamental is transforming. James from Miami, a 62-year-old former airline pilot, described his 4th day experience as feeling like someone had turned the lights back on in a room that had been dim for years. He noticed increased sensitivity and warmth that he'd completely forgotten was possible. By day 5 or 6, the physical responses become much more apparent. Erections may become more spontaneous, particularly during early morning hours when testosterone levels naturally peak. Sensation and sensitivity begin returning to areas that had felt numb or disconnected. The body, now feeling safer and more supported, starts releasing old layers of protective tension, and the mind naturally follows this progression. By day 7, something often aligns in a way that feels both surprising and completely natural. For many men, this is when they experience their first strong, sustained erection in weeks or months. For others, it's the profound realization that they're not broken, damaged, or too old. They're simply healing, and that healing is progressing faster than they dared hope. Incidentally, I recently published a video discussing 3 essential vitamins that every man over 60 should consider taking. I will leave the link below the description so you can refer to it. Now, I want to share a simple 5-minute habit that can genuinely transform how you feel tomorrow morning. 4. Your 5-minute action plan tonight. If you've remained with me throughout this video, you're genuinely prepared to take action and create positive change in your life. That readiness, that willingness to invest in yourself and your well-being demonstrates more about your inner strength and character than any physical symptom or challenge ever could. Let's discuss exactly what you can accomplish tonight in just 5 minutes to begin this transformation process. This isn't about creating the perfect environment or waiting for the ideal moment. This is about taking the first concrete step toward reclaiming your vitality and confidence. Begin by locating a quiet space in your home where you won't be interrupted or distracted. This doesn't need to be elaborate or spa-like unless that appeals to you. What matters most is that the space feels safe, private, and free from external demands or pressures. This time belongs entirely to you, and protecting it represents an act of self-respect and self-care. Turn off your phone, adjust the lights to a comfortable level, and position yourself either sitting comfortably or lying down in a way that allows your body to feel relaxed and unguarded. Take a moment to consciously transition from whatever activities or concerns occupied your day into this focused, intentional practice. Before you even begin touching your body, place one hand on your chest and the other on your lower abdomen. This simple gesture helps establish the mind-body connection that's essential for this practice to be effective. Take 3 slow, deep breaths using this specific pattern. Inhale through your nose for a count of 4. Hold that breath gently for a count of 4. Then exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 6. As you breathe in this deliberate way, offer yourself some gentle, encouraging words. You might say silently or even aloud, "I'm still here. I still deserve care and attention. I'm taking this step because I matter." These aren't just empty affirmations. They're powerful statements that help shift your nervous system from a state of stress or anxiety into a state of receptivity and healing. Now, with warm, clean hands and a small amount of natural oil like coconut oil or sweet almond oil, begin with the glide technique we discussed earlier. When you've completed all 3 techniques, don't immediately jump up and return to your regular activities. Take a moment to sit quietly with yourself. Continue breathing slowly and deeply. Maybe even acknowledge what you've just accomplished by saying something kind and encouraging to yourself aloud. "I showed up for myself tonight. I'm taking steps to come back to life. I'm still a man, and I'm not finished yet." Many men tell me that this 5-minute ritual becomes the most meaningful and important part of their entire day, not because it produces immediate dramatic changes, but because it reminds them of what becomes possible when they stop waiting for someone else to fix them and start listening to and caring for their own body with intention and respect. David from Los Angeles, a 69-year-old retired teacher, shared that this nightly routine became his anchor point, helping him feel connected to his body in ways he hadn't experienced since his 40s. He described it as 5 minutes that gave him back his sense of being fully alive. Conclusion. The techniques I've shared with you tonight have helped thousands of men reclaim their confidence, restore their physical function, and rebuild their connection with their own bodies. Before you go, I want to hear from you in the comments below. Share your biggest challenge when it comes to maintaining energy and vitality as you've gotten older. Are you dealing with physical symptoms, emotional disconnection, relationship challenges, or something else entirely? I personally read every comment and respond to as many as possible. So let's start a real conversation about these issues that affect so many men, but are rarely discussed openly. If you found this information valuable and you're ready to take action, make sure you're subscribed to this channel so you don't miss future videos on male health, vitality, and wellness. Hit the like button if this video provided insights that you hadn't encountered elsewhere. Your engagement helps other men discover this information, and it lets me know that you want more content like this. I'm Dr. Elizabeth, a urologist with many years' experience in prostate care and men's health. Thank you for watching, for staying engaged throughout this entire video, and for having the courage to invest in your own well-being. I'll see you in the next video, and I'm genuinely excited to hear about the progress you make in the days and weeks ahead.